Stay Wavy TV.
Private investigator has shared some new evidence in the David Celeste Rivas case. Let's get into 3 key points. Number 1, Celeste Rivas' decomposed body was found in David's Tesla. The investigation is still ongoing. Number 2, private investigator uncovered possible evidence in email about Rivas' disappearance, which was denied by David's manager. And lastly, neither David nor his manager have been charged or officially named as suspects in the case. Even though the body was found in David's Tesla truck that was registered in his name, and also David did not report the Tesla truck being stolen. So there was a body, right, who was Celeste Rivas in David's Tesla truck, but for some strange reason, he's still not charged as a suspect in the case, right? So let's get into it. It's been over 2 months since authorities found a dismembered and decomposing body of 14-year-old Celeste Rivas in the trunk of a vehicle belonging to 20-year-old singer David. While authorities have not provided many updates over the past several weeks, a private investigator on the case has kept the public updated, and he shared some new evidence this week. So this is what we know so far. A decomposing body was found inside a Tesla belonging to musician David at an impound lot in Hollywood on September 8th. The car was brought to the impound lot after someone reported it abandoned in Hollywood Hills, and police were called after workers reported a strong odor coming from the Tesla. The Tesla was never reported as stolen. The body was discovered inside a bag in the Tesla's front trunk. The remains were not intact and had badly decomposed, which means the body was in there for quite some time. The remains were so decomposed that it took authorities more than a week to identify the body. The remains were eventually identified as 14-year-old Celeste Rivas. David has a matching tattoo with Rivas, and her mother said that she had been missing for over a year and that her daughter's boyfriend was named David, hinting that the singer David was in a relationship with Celeste Rivas. David initially decided to continue his world tour while cooperating with the investigation, but he canceled the remainder of his tour on a Wednesday. An unreleased love song written by David references someone by the name of Celeste in the unfinished title and twice in the lyrics. Police raided a home connected to David as they continue the investigation. David moves out of the home that the police raided. Authorities have not officially deemed the death a suicide since medical examiners have been unable to determine an official cause of death. A private investigator made a disturbing discovery inside the house, finding items he believed could be used to get rid of a person, right? So we're getting some very shocking details from the private investigator, more than we're getting details from the LAPD, who are the ones that are legally handling this case. It's now been what? I mean, it feels like it's been a year since we've gotten an update from the LAPD. I know it hasn't been that long, but I mean, Jesus Christ, like what's taking so long for them to give us a solid update? And at this point, it looks like David is going to walk away from this situation scratch-free. That's what it's looking like. I mean, he hasn't even been charged for talking to a minor yet, which is, in my opinion, just doesn't make any sense. So David, whose real name is David Anthony Burke, is not considered a suspect at this point, though he has hired a high-profile defense attorney. And by the way, his father is also an attorney. Police have stood by their statement that it is unclear whether a crime was committed beyond the concealment of the body, which would lead to a rather legit punishment. No, a light punishment. So, private investigator provides updates while authorities have not offered any new information on the case in weeks. Private investigator Steve Fisher, and shout out to you, Steve Fisher, for bringing some type of justice to Celeste Rivas' family and to the people out there that want to see justice be brought to the table in this case, because many people think David is guilty, right? From the outside looking in, it looks like David has something to do with this, right? But we don't know for sure, you know what I'm saying? But shout out to Steve Fisher. He's been looking into the case himself and has offered several updates for the public. Fisher was hired by the owner of a Hollywood's home where David had been living to investigate the case by himself. He wants to understand exactly what may have happened and if his house played a role in any way. Fisher told ABC Eyewitness News earlier this year. Fisher has had access to the home where he claims to have made some sadistic discoveries. So he's claiming that he found some things in his house, right, that David bought that seemed to be used to get rid of a body, okay? That's what he thinks, right? The police haven't said this, but that's what, the investigator and the owner of the home thinks. You know what I'm saying? So early in the investigation, Fisher shared that an email had been sent to David's manager, Josh Marshall, who was renting the house where David was living, notifying him that Celeste Rivas was a missing person. While Marshall vehemently denied that he received this email, Fisher recently came across what appears to be a screenshot of that email sent to Marshall, which he shared on social media. There's been talk that the artist David possibly had something to do with the disappearance of 13-year-old Celeste Rivas. Remember, she only turned 14 after her body was discovered, okay? So we don't know if she was still alive when she was 13. If that statement holds any merit, please do the right thing. No, wait, I'm wrong. By the time she passed away, I think she was 14. Somebody let me know in the comments. Anyway, if that statement holds any merit, please do the right thing and take her home. Her parents are very worried, the alleged email reads, right? So we got an email, right, where, they're claiming that David's manager knew that this girl, Celeste Rivas, was, disappeared and she ran away from home. And, he knew that David was messing with this girl. You know what I'm saying? So as David's manager, he should have made sure that this girl was brought back to her parents' home, and that didn't happen. You know what I'm saying? That did not happen. So attached to the email was a photograph of what appears to be a missing poster for Celeste Rivas. According to Fisher, the screenshot of the email was taken by Marshall himself and sent to both David and one of Rivas' friends. The screenshot circulating online is said to be one that Josh himself took and sent to David, who then forwarded to one of Celeste's friends, Fisher wrote in a post on X. And there will be more that proves this was a known relationship between an adult and a child. So the private investigator is pretty much confirming that David was in a relationship with Celeste Rivas. David and his manager were well aware that her parents reported her as missing, and they chose to not bring her back to her parents' home, and they pretty much were well aware of what was going on. Now, Marshall denies receiving the email. Of course, he's going to deny that because he doesn't want to look like he's a part of the crime. That's obvious, right? After Fisher initially made mention of this email in the early stages of his investigation, Marshall responded to a TikTok video where he responded to several claims. Marshall denied living at the Hollywood Hills property with David, denied receiving any email informing him of the girl's disappearance, and claims that he lives out of state and does not often interact directly with his clients. This has been a tough time for my family, as I am a father of 3 children. I receive no emails and I'm no one's roommate. I live full-time at home with my wife and kids. My daughter is 14 and this news is affecting so many lives, he wrote in the comments of a TikTok video. He says, I never received any emails, Marshall added. I had zero knowledge of anything and I don't live in California. Also, I work remotely 95% of the time and my job doesn't require me to have much interaction with any of my clients. That's bullshit. You're telling me that you're the manager of David and you're saying that your job doesn't require you to regularly communicate with your artist who you're renting a home for in Hollywood Hills. That's bullshit. I don't believe that, bro. This guy is clearly lying, and I think that the police are gonna, if they don't know by now, which they probably do, he's gonna be held accountable for lying like this. As there are many others that work with him on a day-to-day capacity, not me. It's worth noting that neither David nor Marshall has been charged with anything in the death and disappearance of Celeste Rivas, nor have either even been officially named as suspects in the case. So that's all the information I got for y'all. I think it's a damn shame that this case is taking so long. I think it's a damn shame that they don't even have a lead suspect in this case. The fact of the matter is this, okay? David clearly had a relationship with Celeste Rivas, right? Even if they weren't dating, they clearly were friends, okay? He was friends with a minor. He knew that this girl ran away from home. Him and his manager knew that this girl was reported missing, and he chose to continue having this relationship with a girl who was supposed to be home with her parents, who's supposed to be going to school Monday through Friday, right? We're hearing reports that David tried to get went and tried to get tattoos with the girl. They got matching tattoos. Like, come on, man. Celeste Rivas' mother said that she had a boyfriend named David. It's clear as day that David was in a relationship with this girl, okay? He has something to do with her obviously passing away because she was found in the trunk of his Tesla, right? And I just don't get what's taking so long, man. Maybe it's because of a lack of evidence. Maybe David just did a tremendous job concealing all of the evidence, man. But I mean, come on, man. The fact that the homeowner had to hire a private investigator, and the private investigator is giving us more details than the LAPD, and the year is almost over, y'all. The year is almost over. It's been like, what, almost 5 months now. We haven't seen any major update that is signaling that there will be justice for Celeste Rivas. And I think it's a damn shame, man. I think it's a damn shame, man. So let me know what you guys think about this situation, man. It's your boy Wavy, Stay Wavy TV. Make sure y'all subscribe, thumbs up the video, leave a comment, and I will keep you guys updated on this David case, man. Hopefully Celeste Rivas can get some justice as soon as possible. I really hope that the LAPD is taking so long because they're just making sure that when they officially charge whoever did this, they do it the right way, and they can make sure that whoever is guilty for this, you know, goes to prison for it. You know what I'm saying? But it's taking a long time, man. Things are looking very weird, man. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, man. Like, this whole situation is looking like some Illuminati ritual type shit. And it's kind of looking like the way things is looking right now, and I hate to say this, it's kind of looking like David is going to get off of this, bro. It's looking like he's going to be able to just remain innocent and just move on with his life. And I think that's fucked up. I think it's fucked up to Celeste Rivas and her family. So let me know what you guys think in the comments, man. It's your boy Wavy. I'm out.
Stay wavy, signing out. Ride the tide, no doubt. From the rooftop glow to the neon cloud. You tapped in, so I gotta say love. Like, subscribe, keep the motion above. Until the next wave, we out. Peace.